Actually get a music bot going. I'll get that going. Oh, you're live now, good sir. But we have to watch the. Oh wait, no ads. Okay,
What's
but you're
going on,
live.
guys? It's the Dragon. Not see. Now I messed up my intro. What's going on, guys? It's the Dragoncraft Gaming. I'm Dragoncraft, and we're here to do some D&D, Dragon Age style. So, yeah, we're running a bit late because I had things I had to do. But we are here. A little bit late, but we're here. So, real quick, since we're running low on time, we're gonna make very short introductions, just in case. All right. Uh, we'll start with Eerie. Go ahead, Eerie.
Hello, everybody. I'm Eerie Lightwalker. I will be playing the character of Durin, the blah, blah, blah. I can pronounce words today. The Paladin. Yep.
Yeah, all right. Draber, why don't you go ahead?
Pepper. I play Rosencrantz Villanelle. That's all I got today.
All right. Manta, you're up.
I'm Manta. I play Scree, the Dwarven Warlock's Grey Warden.
All right. Shorty, you're up.
I play Shilikai, the Val Vishoth, and Teven Crow. Vishoth is basically. I wasn't raised in a Kian, but I'm a Canary.
All right. We also have Crow. Crow is not here, but he plays Thevin. He plays a wizard or a sorcerer, right? I forget.
I think it was like a Rift Mage.
Yeah, technically a Rift Mage, but yeah.
Just flavored or something. I don't remember.
I think he's a wizard.
Yeah, wizard, but it's like a subclass. The subclass is Rift Mage, so yeah. Got it. All right, cool. All right, so who wants to do the recap real fast?
Say, Mama, I just killed a man.
Yes. Shorty, where we left off, you had just murdered a man.
I'm a human raspy playing my head.
All right. So.
Or, oh yeah.
So
I think
you made your escape. Where are you going to go after making your escape?
Well, I would just like wander around the city, maybe. Like, do I? But I think I would know where you guys are headed. So maybe I can like maybe catch up.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like wandering a little bit, just making sure that nobody saw you or nobody's trying to come after you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
That type of thing, and also keeping an eye out for any of my friends keeping an eye on me, because apparently I somehow did an invisible killing without me realizing.
Oh, that you're accused of killing
Yeah.
the person you're supposed to be betrothed to.
I'm like, okay, I guess. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out for that.
Right. You don't see anything.
Just...
But after like kind of making sure nobody is, has caught on to what you did or anything like that, you just kind of, make sure you don't have the tail, and then you head back to your friends. Is that what your plan is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, eventually you do come back to your friends. You guys are in Denerim. And Shorty, who were you supposed to go with? Which group?
She was going with Durin originally.
Yeah, because he's basically my
Translator.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And where Durin, where was your group going?
We were going to hand over the body of the king.
Oh yeah, you guys were heading towards the royalty, or the noble district where the royalty lives.
How long would you think that business with that dude took?
It probably took, I would say, you were
That was
kind of
pretty
in and
fast.
out, so maybe 5-10 minutes. Not long.
Yeah, so I should be able to catch up with the people quickly, I guess.
Yeah, well,
After
I mean,
walking
but you
around, so-
wandered to kind of like make sure nobody was following you or anything, and then you caught up with them.
Yeah.
So I would say a grand total of maybe 15 minutes, taking like a quick 5 minutes to kind of like make sure nobody was following you, and then catch up with them. So yeah, you catch up with them, and they're almost at the
I mean, they could have their own role play while I'm.
Yeah, if you guys would like to, would you guys like to speak amongst each
I
other?
mean,
You guys
the
just
only
Huh?
Durin and Liliana are the only other ones in that group.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to speak with Liliana, do you have anything to say to Liliana?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, first of all,
So-
Durin, roll me a perception check to see if you notice Shorty's character missing. You see if you notice Jalea guy missing.
That's
I
a
did say
20.
I did say I had business.
Oh wait,
She
yeah,
did.
you did. You did say that. Okay.
So
I mean,
I am
very vague, like, but I said I had business.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So scratch
Please?
that perception check, but yeah. Go ahead. Proceed.
Scratch that bad roll.
so. Liliana, do you know much about the Noble family? What we might possibly be walking into?
Oh, you mean the royal family?
Yes, considering we are bringing the king's body back.
Well, they would probably be grateful that you are bringing them. That is, as long as Logain isn't present when you bring the body. I don't think he will be, as he will probably have other business to attend.
Yeah, I don't think Logain's gonna like us showing up much at all.
I think not, but I believe that more than likely, the soldiers here, the royal guard, will probably take the body and thank you for kindly returning the body to them.
Foreshadowing.
Do you know much about the queen?
I have to double check something real quick.
I seem to recall hearing she's related to Logain, but I don't actually know much about her.
I'm trying to remember I'm trying to remember her name. That's what I'm double checking at the moment. Checking my notes.
I tried.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Honora, that's what it was. Okay. I had to double check.
Yeah, me cries and when I might like I'm over here like worrying that I fricked up the entire thing because I had to kill a dude. Like player. It's like
So, she says, yes, Queen Honora. She was married to King Kalen, but, from what I've heard, by speaking with some people, is that Logain has taken over as regent. With the king dead, he has taken over as regent in his stead, until the queen is married to someone that can take his place. As far as I know, she is
We
a
have
fairly.
legal precedent for
Say-
that?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Does he have legal precedent for that?
If I remember the game correctly, I'll say this. Yes, he does. It is not generally a thing for a queen to rule alone.
But isn't there a closer family member who would make more sense than
None
Logain?
surviving. None surviving, as far as I know.
okay? Because from what I've heard, it's typically going to either a brother or a parent at that point, rather
Well,
than.
Logain is her father.
Yes, but I meant on the patriarchal side of things.
Oh, yes, there is none surviving besides, um, the Arl of Redcliffe, which is not
Who's
currently
currently in a.
exactly.
Right.
Convenient, that.
Well, I think here's gonna be our plan then. We'll see if we can talk to the queen and return her husband's body to her. Because I don't trust letting Logain handle any of that.
Well, if we could find another surviving member of the family, then maybe we can rectify this. But as of now, I don't know much we can do.
Oh, I don't plan on solving this today. I mean, just. I don't trust him to take care of the king's body properly.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
I trust his wife a lot more than I trust Logain.
Well, we can ask the gods to let his wife know, instead of Logain. I mean, as long as these guards are not
Exactly.
Logain's men.
So, you know more about court politics and things than I do, so I will rely on your assistance in this endeavor.
Very well. And at about this time, I would say Shorty probably returns.
Yeah. Hello, hello, fellow crow. I'm just kind of like, you guys are just walking. I just kind of like just fall in with you. Like,
And Leliana, you know, kind of secretly knowing about these types of things, just kind of notices your presence probably before Durin even does, and it's just like
high perception.
if you want to roll a perception check to see if you notice.
I mean, I've been around Durin a lot. You might just like get used to my presence.
Perception is 16, so.
Oh,
I'm not
you have
trying
a
to be
passive
sneaky about it. I'm just gonna just, like,
passive perception of 16 is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you'd
So-
probably notice.
And she said she's not trying to hide.
Right.
Maybe just like my normal kind of quietish gait, but he's been around me a long time, so I assume he would kind of know my presence, I guess.
All right. So yeah, you Liliana says, was your business handled well?
I'm kind of like, I get a small smile, like, better than expected.
Yeah, you can, and Shuliakai, just for funsies, roll an insight check.
Ah, God. Okay, yes, insight. I'm not really good at those. But that
That's
should
not
be
bad.
the.
That's not
good.
bad.
That's good. That's good. Middle-ish. It's good middle-ish. Okay.
You can kind of get the feeling, like you're not 100% sure, but you kind of get the feeling that Liliana knows exactly what your business was.
Oh, I know she knows. Like I'm over here like dancing I said I talk with her. I'm like, ah. She's like, first time meeting her, we first had an entire like we know we know what you are type thing. They're
Yeah.
all like I said I like.
So
So it's like, yeah.
she says, well, that's good. We don't want any unwelcome follow.
So like, she kind of like agreeing. So I was like, I concur. With that.
So,
All in
Liv
sign
says-
language.
There's some sort of gate or something where we will be stopped by guards as we approach the palace.
As you
Castle,
approach the
whatever.
castle, you see, because I'm assuming you have the wagon with the king's body, but you have the wagon covered so that way everybody's just not
Yeah.
seeing two corpses. Well, a corpse in the back of your cart, because you did already bury Duncan. Yeah, as you approach the guards, they stop you and say, "Ho there! What's your business here at the castle?"
A very somber business, unfortunately.
And Leliana, because you said you wanted her to kind of work this,
Mhm.
she says, "We come bearing your fallen king. We recovered him from the battlefield at Ostagar." And the guards, they stop for a moment, and they just kind of look at each other, then look back at you guys, and say, "Let us see them."
I'll uncover his face, but not the rest of the body, so that they can clearly recognize who it is, but not cause alarm to any passerbys who might be passing.
They nod, and they say, "We thank you for returning the king home." And they say, "How might I ask that you came by his body?"
What?
We were on the outskirts of the battle and lucky enough to survive.
Well,
As the Darkspawn headed in a different direction, we were able to return and found him. It didn't sit right with me to leave him to the carrion birds.
well, they kind of look around. One of the guards kind of looks around for a second and says, "Did you happen to see the battle itself?"
Most of it. Until I was knocked unconscious. I was in
He
the
leans-
tower when it collapsed.
He leans a little closer and says, "Is it true then what they said? We heard rumors that the Terran left the king."
Out of character for a second. The
Mhm.
Karen is loading, right?
Yes.
From what I could see, it is likely.
You
I was
see,
one of those tasked with lighting the signal for them to charge. The charge never came. That is all I know.
he
Rosencrantz
he's
in the
still
corner.
leaning towards you, speaking quietly.
I am responding quietly, in kind.
Yeah, he says, "So you were with the Grey Wardens?"
Two of them.
He said, and he says, "My father has spoken highly of the Grey Wardens, say they fight with honor, and that they carry a heavy burden. It just doesn't sit right with me that the Grey Wardens suddenly betray humanity to the Darkspawn. It doesn't make sense.
From everything I've seen, they haven't.
Well, I would suggest that you tell your Grey Warden friends to lay low. He has his men out hunting the Grey Wardens as we speak. Hunting down all the Grey Wardens.
If I see them again, I will let them know.
Good. Well, you might want to be away from this place just in case they try to round you up with the Grey Wardens if they happen to catch you.
I was hoping it might be possible to return the king's body to his wife.
Yes, we will make sure. I don't like to think what would happen if Loghain was to handle it. We will let her know. She will handle it, I'm sure. And from there, he lets you go on your way. Where would you like to head now? Would you like to head back to your companions?
We'll turn to the other two as we're starting to walk away and go.
Okay.
Seems like Loghain is a very unpopular person.
So it seems like I'm still signing. I don't have an access for her yet. No, I'm beginning working on it, though. Don't worry.
Liliana, she says, from my understanding of the way Denerim is Loghain has his own followers, his own men, essentially. And then there's the royal guard who follow the king. So my guess is that there are two split factions within the city. The ones who follow Loghain, and the ones who follow the king, and who would probably remain loyal to the king. Not to mention that there are probably other nobles within the city that follow Loghain, and some that follow the king.
That's true enough.
So, we would have to be careful that we don't run into any followers of Loghain.
I was more referencing the common folk.
Well, for most of the common folk, they loved the king. The king took care of his people. Honora was part of that reason. So, I feel that the queen will probably try to influence her father to take care of the people, rather than seize his own power. Now the question becomes whether or not Loghain himself will actually follow that.
That is what it appears, yes.
Well, I shall head back to camp. I will allow you to continue about your business. Do you have any more need of me?
I'll look at Juliakai and just kind of shake my head.
Alright. She
Looking
heads
at
back
me?
to
Why are you
camp,
looking at me?
and because I know we had it set up this way. Mr. Crow, your character wakes up in the back of the wagon. You were laying next to a corpse for the past several hours.
The music's so fun. Like that's in like the
Evan's eyes just wake up, looking straight at the corpse.
Well,
as
no,
he
the
then
corpse is
just
gone
says-
now because they
Oh
delivered.
no, we've handed the king's body off.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the smell
I was-
still lingers. I will say that.
oh, I should have drank all that wine.
I'm pretty sure at that point he would just sit up, start looking around before sniffing his clothing. How long was I out?
You hear this from the back of the wagon as you're rolling on. You hear Thevin wake up and ask, how long was I out?
Well, you did use up a lot of your energy. Say it's been over a day.
Oh, Dragon, I completely forgot about this. Can I have it where my character was doing like the walk around thing, make sure no one was tailing me, that I sent a message saying, hey, I did it? I completely forgot about that.
You would have to find the chantry here in the city, which the chantry that has the rookery is going to be in the market district, which is exactly where you guys are headed.
Oh, okay, so never mind. Thank you. I completely forgot about this.
If you look at the map,
I'm like, oh crap.
Julia, if you look at the map, it's at number 5. That's where the
I
chantry
probably
is.
need to reload the map then, because it's something else. Okay, thank you.
But anyway,
Back to you guys. Pretend I didn't exist.
yeah, continue.
Devin would respond with, "Thank you for letting me nap." Now, why do I smell like a corpse?
Well, we had to take the king's body out of the bag so that we could safely return him.
I see.
So you were pretty much riding in the back of a wagon with a corpse for over a day.
Ah, time for a bath.
All right. So after a little bit of time, you do arrive at the market district where you were to meet your friends. Now, let me ask the people that were heading to the market district to go find Brother Genetivi, would you guys have went to go investigate Brother Genetivi's house, or would you have wanted to wait for your companions?
Probably gone to investigate.
All right, you don't know where Brother Genetivi's house is in the market district. You just know that it's there. So how would you guys go about trying to locate it?
Can I get a vision of what his house looked like?
Somewhat.
Oh no, there was a tavern. It was a tavern.
Yeah, it was nearby a tavern. That's all you could really get from the vision, is that it was nearby a tavern within the market district. You didn't get like an exact location.
So start by looking for that tavern.
Okay. So as you come in, you guys start out at this entrance up here where your little red light is, right?
Cool.
All right. So you start out there, and as you come in, when you get to about here, you see this entire market district. All these buildings. You see the chantry here at number 5.
Okay.
And it's surrounded by this wall here. And you hear some sisters out here at this part right there, basically saying the chant of light outside to everybody. Basically, they are trying to minister to the passersby as they come by. You also hear anvils coming from the smithy, which is over here at 17. You also see that there is also a house here at 11. Alistair is also with you guys, by the way. He said that he wanted to meet his sister here. He had found out that his long lost sister was here in Denerim, and he was wanting to come here and locate her anywhere. He has a long cloak on to hide his Grey Warden armor, of course. but he was here, and he was pretty determined to meet his long-lost sister here in Denver.
Probably just reads those books of how, like, Google, how do I do the situation? Lost long sister.
So,
Sorry, I'm being silly.
he asks, actually, if you guys would be willing to come with him to meet his sister as kind of like a moral support, or because he just doesn't want to go meet her alone because he's too nervous.
Well, I mean, I would sign, like, well,
Well, no, this
where-
is you guys aren't there yet. This is them. This is like happening alongside with you at the same time
Oh,
as you
okay.
guys going to
Okay.
the
Okay.
palace. So
yeah, sorry, thank you.
yeah, you're good. You're good. So this would be Scree and Rosencrantz, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Scree and Rosencrantz.
Okay.
And apparently Alistair and probably Morgan.
Well, I don't know. Would you guys have needed Morgan to come with you?
I mean, not particularly, but she did want to see the city.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, she probably might have went with you guys. So yeah, it would be Scree, Rosencrantz, Alistair.
And
Probably
we have Shahari as well.
yeah, Shahari and Morgan. All right. So you see like Morgan's just kind of like just looking around everywhere, trying to take in everything at once. But yeah, what do you guys say to Alistair?
Well,
Hello?
since we don't know where we're going, we might as well. Maybe we can get some help.
He nods and gives you a thank you, and he starts heading in this direction because he knows she's in the market district somewhere. And it's here at this point right here at number 11. And he says, well, my sister's name is Goldana. Let me knock upon her door and see if she's even here. He walks up to the door and gives a knock. And the door opens, and you see a woman. I will actually post the picture. Oop, I did the thing again on the same fucking window. I always do this. I need to stop it. Anyway. I will get the image. You see this woman. I'm going to post it in table chat. That is Goldana. That is Alistair's sister. If you would like to post that manta onto the show that on the Roll20 so that way the viewers can see it. I actually have to I forgot to show the map. There we go. For all of our wonderful viewers. Hello, Sad Shauna, what's up? How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Sad Shauna used to frequent my streams a lot, actually. So it is
That's good.
happy to see her. Thank you for showing up. Yes. Goldana.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Fine. I'll hydrate. Take a quick
Aha.
drink.
Make sure you capitalize on the water.
You might have to zoom in on that one.
All right, yeah. I'll zoom in. Hang on. Yes, that is Goldana. That is Alistair's sister. She answers the door, And she says to Alistair, she says, hello, may I help you? Are you here to have your laundry washed? I could definitely use the extra money. Take care of my kids. Is that what you're here for? He says, no, I'm here because, are you Goldana? And she says, oh, yes. Well, I'm Alistair. I'm your brother. And she just kind of stops for a second. And you can take that down now if you'd like, Manta. I'm sure they got an idea. She stops for a second, and she's like, oh, well, hang on, I gotta get my notes. I was trying to do this from memory, and I'm not doing well.
You're doing great.
All right, she's just like, really? Do you have some kind of proof? What kind of tomfoolery is this? And she's like, Alistair, he just kind of stands there, stunned for a moment. And he's just like, well, no, yes, it's true. I'm your brother. He mentions his. He says, you know, we share the same mother. Our mother was a maid to the king. To the king before King Caleb. And she's just like kind of stunned from him. And she says, hold on a second. I gotta keep up with my notes, man. Ah! It's like role playing with yourself is so awkward.
You're just like, hi myself, oh hi myself. I'm doing great today. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing great.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can imagine the pain.
Let me see. Oh my god. Frickin' now frickin' Google frickin' Docs is like not wanting to load for some fucking reason.
It's like, you want to do roleplay with yourself? No.
The Songcraft just like immediately right after. That was impressive. Do it again. Oh, damn. I didn't actually mean it. Come back.
Yeah. All these like applications and the things just have like their own personality in a way. Or it's just fun.
I just hope the thunderstorm doesn't affect my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, forgot that was raining.
Okay, freaking. All right, so this is
He's
what I'm
back.
gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. So rather than try to do this whole dialogue, because like the whole thing, it like freaking Google Docs is not wanting to load.
You
I'll
get a basic
just
idea of like.
give you a basic idea of what happens. So what happens is that Goldana doesn't believe him at first, and so like Alistair, you know, proves it by mentioning their mother and like who she was, and then you know, Goldana just starts to get angry, and she's just like. She starts arguing with Alistair, saying like, well, you were gone for years. I've been struggling all these years with my children, and I got no help from you at all.
He's like, I didn't even know you existed.
And she says, if you really want to help, then give me some money, because I need to take care of my kids. And you haven't been here. So,
That's
hearing
just
this argument,
sad.
like what do you guys do? Do you try to help Alistair, or do you just kind of like let it happen? This argument. It's basically looking like all Goldana wants from Alistair is money.
Sounds like a him problem.
What about you,
All
Rosencrantz?
I'm going to say is, suddenly I'm so glad that, as far as I know, I'm an only child.
Right? So, Alistair actually kind of like turns and looks at you and says, I mean, should I give her money?
I don't know. You're the one who wanted to actually meet her, and apparently all you've learned is, this is how she is. Frankly, that's how a lot of people are. We're struggling. Everyone is. And frankly, that's all people can do for themselves.
And Scree, you know that Grey Wardens, they don't really make money.
Yep.
But for some reason, Goldana is thinking that Alistair has money. Which is kind of odd.
He's just gonna shrug and be like, if you can afford it and you want to, do it. Otherwise, let's go. We got shit to do.
He stops, he just kind of thinks for a minute, and he's like, I really don't have money. I don't have the kind of income you think I have. And this is what she says. She says, what, you don't get money from the as the bastard son of the former king?
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Mic drop.
And you see that Alistair is actually somewhat irritated and embarrassed. As Goldana says, oh, what? You didn't know? He's the son of the long past king. The king before King Kalen, his father. You are standing in the base of royalty right now. I'm only his half-sister. I didn't get the benefit of having the king as my father.
I mean, aside from the pretty face, it didn't look like he got much either.
And she, like, just shouts at Alistair, if you're going to be able to help me, then get out of my house. Get out of my sight. What, did you expect some sort of touching family reunion?
Alistair, I think you may in fact be better off not here.
And
Hey.
Alistair gives a nod and just very quietly leaves the house.
Well, that was interesting. Let's go find this brothers on TV.
Yeah, and he gives a nod and kind of walks quietly with you guys. Just kind of looking kind of depressed and dejected.
Listen, I know it wasn't exactly what you wanted. Unfortunately, she's grown up in an environment that was harsh. And that's likely the way that a lot of people grow up.
Yeah, like, you guys kind of probably get the feeling that she is bitter that he kind of got the silver spoon and she got living in the market district in Denver with 3 kids. And I would say at this point
It
that
just seems like she thinks that she knows things are not really there. Because from my understanding of Alistair, he basically he's working hard for stuff, but she thinks that he is getting like extra money and stuff.
right, because of
So
course
she
he's
basically,
the
Reality.
he's the king's son technically, but he's the bastard son of the king.
that doesn't really help him much, I would
Yeah.
suspect.
Um
So she's basically being very salty.
Yeah, so, like, basically Alistair's mother was a maid at the palace in Denver, and the king had an affair with the maid, and ended up getting her pregnant, who had Alistair. And then he was raised by the Arl at Redcliffe. And then after that, he kind of explained. What we'll say is he's explaining this to you, because the secret's out now. He's pretty much got to come clean at this point. Is the way he looks at it. And he was raised by the Arl in Redcliffe, and then after that, he was sent to the Chantry at a young age to become a Templar. But he didn't really want to become a Templar. And when given the opportunity by Duncan to leave the Templars to become a Grey Warden, he took the opportunity. Because, like he said, he didn't want to be a Templar. So now he's a Grey Warden, and he was supposed to be with Duncan at Ostagar. But and this is where the change happens away from the video game. Because I didn't want to have too many characters being introduced at once, so I kind of moved the meeting of Alistair away from Ostagar. But he was given leave by Duncan to go to Denerim to try and meet his sister. And then the whole debacle happened at Ostagar. And when he gets to Denerim, he finds out that Loghain is trying to hunt down Grey Wardens. So he essentially escaped Denerim, where he met you on the road. And that's how you got to this point. So that he explains all that to you as you guys are walking to Brother Gentivi's house, which is located. Well, you guys have to investigate actually to kind of find out where that is. How would you like to investigate to find out where this tavern is?
Who's got the highest?
Say it again.
Let's see.
Said who's got the highest intelligence score?
Right.
Probably not Scree.
That
Which is +1.
probably.
Let's see.
I've got an
What's Rosa?
intelligence 12.
Yeah, but you're not here. Yeah.
Mhm.
What's Rosencrantz's intelligence? Because Scree is actually proficient in investigation.
Well, actually, I was going to
Right.
say that, you know, a little bit after you guys left Goldana's house, I was going to say that that was probably when the other two meets up with you.
Yeah.
I would say you
So
guys
we're-
probably meet up and get together around this area,
Oh boy.
like right around here.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And I mean, we're looking for a tavern that had a very specific sign in front of it. I don't remember what that sign was. Let me see if I wrote
Oh
it down.
crap! I gotta try and remember that too, unless I want to dig through my notes and try to find it again. I need to organize my fucking notes one day. I swear to God.
Procrastination.
Did you happen to write it down, or do I have to dig?
I did not write it down. I thought I did.
Wrote what down?
A tavern that I received a vision of that is where Brother Gentivi is, who is a lead on the Urn of Andraste. Or the Ashes of
You know what?
Andraste,
I'm just gonna make one up. Even if it's wrong, even if it was something different in a previous episode, don't blame me because I really don't want to go digging through my notes again. We'll say we'll call it the Cork and Cask.
Okay.
Hmm.
Anyways, I would presume that asking almost anybody on the street, they can point us towards that tavern.
Right. Okay. Oops, I did it again. God dang it. Okay.
Since we know it's in the market district, presumably people in the market will know where a tavern is. Everybody likes to drink, after all.
That's fair. And you were looking for the tavern anyway, so.
Yeah.
All
Because
right.
from the tavern, we can then start looking for Brother Gentivi, either in or around the tavern.
Right.
Yeah. As we come about, kind of, flick a hello, quick hello, take a quick flick.
All right. So, you pretty quickly find out where Brother Gentivi is. Well, not Brother Gentivi. You quickly find out where the tavern is. The tavern is located. Let me get to the map here. The tavern is located here. Wait, no, that's not it. That's not it. That's actually the magic store. The tavern is here. At number 21. So, you see the tavern, and this is the tavern that was seen in the vision.
Well,
So-
looks like the right place.
What do you want to do?
Let's ask around for Brother Gentivi.
So you go into the tavern?
Sure.
All right. You head into the tavern, and you see that there are plenty of people inside having a drink, and just, being boisterous and talking amongst themselves.
A little freak doing music in the background.
And you see the bartender, handing out drinks talking with the patrons. Who do you want to talk to?
The bartender.
All right. You see a human man. He's big, hairy, large beard, kind of gruff looking. And he says, "Ah, yes. What can I do for you all?"
Practically a dwarf.
Well, he's human, but he's
I
a
know,
big,
I know.
tall man. Big, tall man.
I know. But if he was not giant, he'd be a dwarf.
Right?
Anyways. Aye. I'd use a pint of ale. And I'm looking for a brother John TV who's supposed to live around these parts. Do you know him?
He gets you a tankard of ale, sets it down on the counter for you, and he says, "Ah, yes, brother Chinatini, squirrely man, squirrely. But yes, he actually lives right across from the tavern here."
Marvelous. Do you know if he's home?
Not sure. You'd probably have to find out for yourself. He doesn't really frequent the tavern very often.
Hey, that's fair.
He's
Danke.
one of those scholarly types.
Aye, that he is. I'm gonna enjoy my pint and then we'll head across the street.
As we're in the tavern, I'm just basically trying to like, while we're just, I'm not gonna drink anything. We're going to just like, I don't imagine we're kind of just like chilling somewhere in the tavern, but like, I just like to basically listen to what everyone's like saying in the tavern. Just if I hear anything that might be of interest, it's especially to me. But if it is anything of interest to everyone else, then yeah.
All right. Then what I'll do is, since you're actively trying to listen, I will have you roll a perception check.
Thank you.
A dirty 20. Not bad, not bad. All right. So, what you hear is this. You hear some people talking about Loghain. Talking about how no one has seen Queen Honora, like, in public for a long time. And rumors are going around that Terran Loghain is keeping her locked up.
I'll kind of like flick, whatever. Yeah, what the DM said, I'll just basically flick that at you guys.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
So, with a dirty 20, you also hear that Brother Genitivi is a fairly eccentric man, apparently, and that he most people around here kind of feel that he is quite strange.
Yeah, I kind of like similarly kind of flick that at them. Player me is like, brother autistic person, how you doing?
All right. Anything anybody else wants to do?
We're mostly just looking for information, so.
All right.
Yes, we
It's time to go talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So basically, we know that he's just a quirky dude.
You mean you're not going to take this opportunity to make Durin be jealous?
I don't think Doran understands the concept of jealousy. Not to mention, he's not even here.
Well, I mean, if Jaliakai is there,
Yeah,
then
they did rejoin us.
Oh yeah,
Rosencrantz.
Rhina's gone. Along with Throat.
It's all good.
Let's go across the street.
All right. So across the street, you see this little. The best way I can like describe it is it's like a little flat. It's just kind of like across the street, and yeah, it's kind of like best way to describe it. It's kind of like run down, not really well maintained, but the door's closed. Who wants to be the person to take the opportunity to knock on the door?
Pushes Durin. Not really. I would never do that. But just like, I just imagine just like, just us just all pushing Durin. Do it, Durin!
I'll knock on the door.
All right.
And Scree could also do it. He also has high charisma.
Yeah, either or.
But there's 3 of us with high charisma, so.
I mean, this does seem like more like a Scree thing, though, if it's like his vision thing. I don't know.
We're all looking for the ashes for a reason.
Yeah.
We're all looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I just asked my patron where it was and got sent here.
Right. So.
Yeah.
All right. So Durin, you're
So
knocking
I'll
on the
knock
door.
on the door then.
All right. So you knock on the door, and a young man answers the door.
I
And
say, young man.
he looks at all of you and he says, yes, can I help you?
Yes, we're hoping so. We're looking for Brother Gentivi.
Oh, he kind of, his eyes kind of go wide for a moment, and he's like, oh, well, the thing is that, he kind of went missing.
Of course.
Insight check.
All right,
I
insight
want to make
check.
sure this guy isn't actually Brother Gentivi.
Go ahead and roll that insight.
I will do the same.
Yeah, same.
I roll
like-
so there, so.
That's a 19.
You get the idea that this man
I got
is
20. Wow.
okay. You both get the idea that this man is acting somewhat suspiciously.
Yeah, I kind of flicked that.
You know, with like furtive movements, and he's kind of like looking away from you guys, kind of stuff. You know, subtle stuff that you have to
A
like.
sweat droplet. It's like a sweat, like those anime sweat going down his side of his face.
Oh, really? And who are you then?
My name's Waylon.
I call bullcrap. What's his name?
All right, so to give you, just in case you get it for notes purposes, I'm going to give you the spelling for his name in table chat. All right. What'd you say again, by the way?
What did who say?
Somebody asked him a question. I think it was you, Spree.
Oh, I asked him, who are you then?
Oh yeah, he said his name was Waylon. Yeah. So,
Yeah, but what's your relationship to Brother Gentivi? Why are you in his house?
I'm actually his apprentice.
And where was he when he went missing? What was he doing? Who do you think took him?
Well, I mean, the last I heard that he was going to Lake Calenhad. he was going to, the last he was seen was at this inn, called the Spoiled Princess.
We're never escaping this mage tower, are we?
Apparently not.
Rosencrantz continues to beat his. If there's like a wood post somewhere, he's just banging his head against it.
And why was he going there?
He was supposed to be going somewhere else to, investigate this, these ruins that he had heard about. So he was going to Lake Callan to, kind of stop there for the night, and that's the last anybody ever saw him.
Why didn't he take you with him if you are his apprentice?
Well, he said I wasn't ready.
What?
Ready for what?
Exploring
Cultivation.
ancient ruins, because I guess apparently there's supposed to be some dangerous magic there of some sort. These ruins are supposed to have the Urn of Sacred Ashes. He's been searching for them for decades.
Right. What are you not telling us?
Nothing, sir.
I'm going to cast Suggestion,
Okay.
and I suggest you tell us the truth.
Is that a roll? Does he have to roll against that?
It is a Wisdom save.
All right. Let's see.
Just in the background, I imagine like just
I
doing
mean,
it right now.
to
is,
be fair,
like,
I will
leaning
warn you,
against,
he
like,
does have a high wisdom.
Yeah,
does he
probably.
like? Does this house have like beams or whatever? Like, you know those like shade things? I don't know.
That's a 16.
That's a fail.
All right.
Nice.
Nice shot.
Technically speaking, I got a silver bargain anyways if he.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a mage. He's just he's a scholarly type like his master.
Mhm.
So, he, he said what to him again? What did you,
I suggest you tell us the truth.
they've been keeping the inn under observation, looking for anyone who asks about Brother Genetivi.
Who's they?
Huh.
I don't know. They're just... They threatened me and told me to send anyone that's looking for Brother Genetivi to the Spoiled Princess at Lake Callan.
So
Yeah,
when you,
actually
when you
go.
are helping people, send anyone who's looking for him into a trap.
That would be correct. At least from my hearing.
I didn't think I had a choice because they threatened to kill me.
And are any of them still here in town?
I don't know. If they are, they'd probably be at the inn across the street keeping an eye on this house.
Could I just maybe anyone that was looking suspicious at the end, like now using this knowledge, kind of like think back and just, you know, because I remember Scree was asking the barkeep about brother thing. Was there any people who maybe reacted oddly to that?
If you would like, remembering back to the tavern, I think that would be a history check? To see if she remembers
I mean, it was
seeing
like
anybody?
10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
So,
maybe a retroactive
Right.
insight check, maybe then?
I was gonna say either retroactive insight or perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usually
Insight or
retroactive
perception, Shorty. Either or.
I'll do perception because I have proficiency and I have my fancy talent thingy that I really like. I love the rebel talent thingy.
What'd you get?
I got 20.
All right. You remember a couple of individuals that were kind of like that you might have thought were kind of shifty, that were just kind of like kept glancing at you as you were in the tavern.
Did any of them follow us out?
No, none of them followed you out.
No. Well, I'll just keep an eye out for those people. Anyone else who has like a similar shifty vibe.
A very specific term, I see.
Yes.
Alrighty. What do you guys want to do next?
Well, I guess we better go investigate this plot.
All right. So you guys are gonna leave leave Denerim and go to the Lake Calenhad docks.
Indeed. I believe so. We've accomplished everything we wanted to do in Denerim, so.
Alrighty.
I mean,
Mhm.
as we walk by the chantry area, I'd like to see like, one moment, I got business.
Going down business.
Of course.
Business this, business that.
Well, I don't say that. I
She works harder
sign
than I
it.
do.
I sign it.
For someone who hates the Chantry, I'm signing this. You sure do a lot of business with them.
She's like,
I'm smiling as I say this.
she's kind of like saying, like, I don't hate them. I don't hate them. Just have neutrality.
Also, off to the side of the screen, Rosencrantz is going to comment about the yes, but her work she actually gets paid for.
That's
But yeah, I mean, I'll like, as I'm basically kind of walking to the thing, I'll kind of do like whatever this Dragon Age equivalent of genuflecting.
Okay.
As I walk, whatever their equivalent is, I don't know. Because I do believe in the Maker, it's just I just believe it in a more soft manner than they do. They're kind of like, whatever there is for the Catholic version of like, father, son, ghost thing. And then go do my letter thing. Like, hey, the guy's dead. Give me my money.
All right.
Not really, but that's you get the idea.
Yeah, of course they're gonna remove the amount for your loan of tools
Yes.
that you got. But yeah, you'll get that eventually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Because
send
I'm
off
like, I killed the guy who. Yeah.
you send off the
Send
Raven.
a letter. Yep.
All right.
And then I go back to the people, the group.
All right. So you guys travel to the Lake Calenhad docks.
Also, in that letter, I send along the dagger that I used
Alrighty.
as proof. So, yeah,
Alrighty.
sorry.
You're good. So it takes you some time because you guys have to travel all the way over there.
And there's not
Yeah.
a direct route either. We have to go like around this freaking giant farmland thing.
Yeah, the Banorn. Yeah. Which is basically all the farmland that supplies food for most of Ferelden.
So, just for convenience sake, we're going to say we took long rests on this road, right?
Oh yes, oh yes.
Checking that.
More time for roleplay or potential doing that thingy I think we discussed about
Oh yeah,
characters basically
because there's
practicing
much
stuff.
to discuss. Because Spree and Rosencrantz got some very interesting information while in Denerim.
Right?
and then just me in the back. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
It was found out when Durin and Julia kind of weren't in the room.
Yes.
Are we still doing the thing where if we practice a skill that we're not proficient in, that over a certain amount of time we can gain proficiency depending on how well we roll.
Yeah, it's once per long rest. You can practice that skill.
Okay, and can I maybe teach my dog? Can my dog do that?
Yes, it depends. What are you trying to teach the dog?
Well, teach him some freaking stealth.
Oh, okay.
So I do stealth things with him, and then I do my own thing.
Right.
So,
Because he's not that stealthy.
I'm eating sugar-free cookies. Yay!
Yay! They taste good?
They're all right. I mean,
Yeah, it's good enough.
not amazing, not great, but okay. I've had better. But anyway.
Even if it's diminished joy, it's still joy.
so I would like to do that then with deception, because I am not currently trained in deception.
Okay.
I was gonna do it
Oh.
with perception.
And I would like to.
and,
Oh, sorry.
Shahari will go for
Yeah, I
investigation.
guess if we're doing this now, I just want to trade intimidation.
I
All
want
right.
to.
I can see
want-
how Rosencrantz can be intimidating when they want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
no.
like
Here's
to
my
And
train.
you have people in the party who are trained in it already.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Durin.
Oh, I know how I'm going to do this. It's specifically going and talking to Sten, and I want him to teach me how to look scared.
There you go.
And I like to train performance.
Granted, Rosencrantz'
I'm-
intimidation is very much going to look like, yes, the eyes are glowing, and there are definitely things about to eat you behind me.
They're
Right.
behind me, aren't they? I would like to train performance, and I like to have my puppy train stealth.
All right.
So the mechanical question is, how many long rests do we get to attempt this?
Yeah.
You, because yes, you do have to roll to see if you're successful in your training or not. But, like I said, it's once per long rest. So I would say, over the course of this travel, it'd probably be, I'd say probably a week.
To 7 long rests. So
7
we
long?
have seven chances. And how many times do we have to succeed?
Historically, it's been 3 for the other ones.
Okay, so basically just okay. So we basically have 7 tries to okay.
And what are we rolling?
So what I would like you to do is you get to roll that skill, and if you roll above the DC that I have set, because that number is going to depend on currently what you have in that skill currently. So what do you have in that skill currently?
Well, let's do these one at a time then. Shahari, go ahead and do yours.
Yeah.
Or not Shahari, Jaliakai.
Okay, I'm doing my puppies. My puppy has 2+ in stealth right now.
A +2. All right.
Yeah.
Then. All right. I have a list here with the DC, depending on what you
Yeah.
have in the
Yeah.
skill. So go ahead.
And I have to roll this like 7 times, right? Because we're doing 7 long rests.
Yeah, you can just roll all 7 at once if the app will allow you.
I don't know how to do that.
You just click it multiple times if you're using D&D Beyond. You just click.
Well, I'm-
Mabari is only in roll 20.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's 1, 2.
Well, you already passed. Go ahead
3.
and stop. You already
Oh,
passed.
okay.
Don't we need to pass it 3 times?
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, so that's 1.
4, 5, 6,
That's 2.
7.
That's 3. Yeah, you passed 3.
Yeah. So I get proficiency now.
Your round is now proficient in stealth.
Yay! Here you go. Find it. Stealth. Efficient. Save.
Mabari is
Yay!
now. Huzzah.
Huzzah! And then
All right, who's
me,
next?
I have performance. Oh,
Okay,
next.
go ahead.
Okay, sorry.
Performance. All right,
Yep.
go ahead.
Roll your performances.
Okay.
So if there is someone who has, say, expertise in performance, can I assist in this process?
I tell you what. Yeah, we'll say that you're helping her in learning.
Because I'm not just proficient, I have expertise in performance.
All right, so you get to roll with advantage then.
Oh, I got rolled 14 times.
Indeed.
Toggle advantage on and roll 7 times.
Okay, what's the button for that again?
Are you rolling in Roll20 or D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond.
Then you should get prompted for it when you click to roll it if you have it set up.
Okay,
you should click on it and get a prompt for a advantage normal
Oh,
roll.
you're
whatever.
using Beyond 20, right?
It will give you the option.
Yeah, I'm going beyond 20, and I just get a public or not.
All right, so what you do is if you click on the thing at the top that says Beyond 20, it doesn't say give you the option to click advantage.
Oh, okay. Oops.
Right click on whatever the skill is, and it should pop up a menu that allows you to say roll.
Oh,
with.
that's even easier. Yeah, do that.
Hold shift. So I'll do the thingy. So I'm doing performance.
Oh, I'd be on the roll with advantage.
So- Okay. Technically, that's 1 because I gotta do 14 times.
Yeah, that one didn't pass.
2,
That one passed.
3,
That one
4,
passed. That one failed.
5,
That one failed.
6.
That one passed. You good. You passed 3 times. You don't have to do it again.
Okay, how do
Especially
I add
with a natural
proficiency?
20, and I count as the natural 20 as a you passed twice, just in that one roll. If you have a natural 20.
So I am proficient now.
Yeah.
Yay.
So technically,
Yay,
you
thank
passed 4 times.
Yay. Nice. Just makes so when I do performance now I got an extra +4 to that, so it's like a little less, a little more. Thank you. That helps.
If you click on the skill, the bubble where it's
Yeah,
blacked out,
yeah,
not for proficiency,
Yeah. Yeah, I
you can
figured that out.
customize it to add that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, whoever's doing perception, I am.
Yep.
I have expertise in perception,
Excellent.
so I'll help you.
Excellent.
Roll 14 times. Haha.
No, I'm only going to roll 7 times.
No. No. Oh yeah, you get on me. Okay.
I don't how to do the advantages, so.
Mhm.
All right, go ahead. Whoever's next.
2.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm
2.
doing
Yeah,
all my perceptions.
yeah, that's 2.
That's
a third.
Also passes?
Yeah, that also passes.
All right, cool.
You technically have another 5 days. You could try something else.
Then I tried all my days to do this. So that's all I've worked on.
All right, so yeah, now you have
Okay.
proficiency in perception.
Do I want anything else?
What would be nice to have?
I guess I should also try persuasion.
All right.
That one's a little harder.
What's your plus in it?
+5.
Oh, you're gonna get proficiency in it, even though you can roll +5 already.
Yeah, because
All
it's
right.
just my charisma modifier.
Oh, okay,
Uh-huh.
okay. All right, yeah, go ahead.
But I
With
don't
a
have
+5,
advantage on
this
one.
should be relatively easy for you.
Be with perception.
Yep, that's a pass. That's a pass. That's also a pass. Yeah, like I said, it's like with the DC is lower, the higher the amount of the higher the number that you have in that skill. So that's kind of how the lower the number, the more difficult it is.
Makes sense.
Which makes sense because you're not innately skilled in something.
Right.
That's 5 of my 7 days, and I think that'll be plenty. So,
right.
let's move on to Shahari.
All right. Go
What's
ahead.
she
Did I say
doing?
Shahari was training. Shari was training investigation.
What's
Does
her
anybody
plus
have
in that?
proficiency in, or she's got a +1.
Okay, yeah, so this might be pretty difficult for her.
I don't think anybody has expertise in investigation.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
a fail.
technically, they could be casting guidance the entire time, but
You're
That's
doing your own
fail.
training.
That's fail. That's pass. Pass.
5, 6, 7.
Okay, yeah, she manages to eke it out.
Alrighty. There we go. Cool. Who's next?
so I'm going to be training in deception. I have a +5 already, just because of my charisma modifier.
All right, so this should be relatively easy for you. That's a pass. That's a fail. Fail. Pass. Pass. That counts as a 2, so that's 4. So yeah, you managed to get proficiency.
3 days.
Anything else?
Didn't that take
Nice.
5 days?
Say it again.
Was that 5?
Yeah, you rolled
Yeah,
5 times.
Okay, then there's not enough time to try to train something else. Okay.
Anyone else? Rosencrantz?
Rosencrantz is going to do the intimidation ones. I'm assuming Sten doesn't have expertise in intimidation, just he has probably a high one.
No, he does.
I mean, yeah.
It's it's something that his specific class gives him.
Nice.
Oh,
So just walk around being big and scary. It's just like, oh, I actually have some skill in this.
Yeah, he does
Okay.
because it's because of his class. He's got a specific homebrew class that gives him.
Ooh,
okay, so
fancy.
the question of the would I get advantage for this then? Because I'm asking him.
Yeah, you would.
Okay.
If you're getting help from Sten, yes.
All right. Okay, advantage rolls. Okay. That's one pass.
Yep, that is one pass. Oh, what's your plus in this, by the way? I said by the way
I have a
twice,
plus
but
4.
Huh?
I have a +4.
okay. So this should be easy-ish for you. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
That's 2 passes.
Yep, 2 passes.
And there's the crit.
Yep, that's 4. Yep.
Okay, so that was only 3 days.
Do you want to try anything else?
Yeah, I feel like if I have the 4 days, I'm gonna give a shot at trying to learn about medicine because it's been something I've wanted him to get for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that was the next thing I was gonna go for.
Yeah.
I don't have expertise, but I have advantage. Or
I'm
no
going-
advantage, not advantage. Sorry, not advantage. I'm proficient in it,
As
but I'm
far
not
as I-
expertise.
Yeah, that
Anything?
would count to give him the help action if you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm not proficient. I'm proficient. But I'm not extra. I'm not,
As,
like,
as
not
far
really
as
good
I'm
at-
concerned, as long as you're proficient in it, you should be able to teach something.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's back to a roll with advantage.
Yes.
All right. So I have 4 days left to try this.
Like training montage and bonding. Whee! Like the 80s style montage now.
For the record, this is a 0, so this is a real question.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. Yeah, that's a fail. That's a fail.
Okay. Probably not gonna have enough time, but like,
Unless you get an at 20. If you get an at 20, might as well try.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep trying. Keep trying. You got this.
I think I have 1 more day.
You got this.
No, yeah.
So in future training, try and go for that. There's at least 1 for medicine.
Just say, make a note. You've got 1 of 3 on medicine.
Yeah, just make a note of that, yeah.
Will do.
Hey, you still got progress, so that's good.
Yippers. Okay, is that the last of us, or
Yeah,
is
I
Devin
think-
gonna train?
I think so, yeah.
That
Seven?
seven if you want
What?
to
No,
trade
Thevin,
anything.
is there anything that you wanted to try and gain proficiency in?
In proficiency?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can train a skill. That's something that I'm allowing.
Oh.
We're basically, it's like every long rest, you can basically train your thing that you want to do. Alright, and then you have to pass it 3 times before you get proficiency.
Yeah. You have to roll
Hmm.
3 times that skill. You have to roll that skill 3 times and beat a DC. And if you pass that DC 3 times, then you gain proficiency in that skill.
So yeah, we have basically we're doing like a week of traveling. So you basically got 7 days. You got 7 days, so you can we're long resting.
All right. Guess I'll try gain proficiency in nature.
All right. What's the plus that you have in that?
+4.
Okay, so this might be easiest for you. Okay. Not a +5, which would be the easiest, but yeah, somewhat easy. So the DC
I
isn't
mean-
super high. So go ahead and roll me nature 7 times. And if you manage to beat it 3 times, then you might have some days left over to try and get proficiency in something else. So
Alright.
go ahead and roll. Well, first, is there anybody that can give me the help action? If not, then this is just going to be straight rolls.
Which skill was it?
Nature.
Nature.
Oh, no, I do not. I am not proficient in that.
Okay. All right, then these are going to be straight rolls. Go for it, Thevin.
All right. Well, first one was a 7.
Okay, that is a fail.
Yep. Unnatural 20.
Okay, dirty 20. Good. Okay, that's a pass.
That's 1.
16.
That's a pass.
0.
13.
That is barely a pass.
Oh,
Did it pass?
Yeah, that's
So you've only you I think you used 3 days.
4.
I used
4
4
days.
because you
4
failed
days.
the first
so you
day.
so you have 3 days to try something.
You could
And
use
even if
those
you don't
last
get it
3
this
days.
time, it still counts.
Yeah.
Like you can just yeah, I basically let's say you didn't do well.
But for now, you
whatever-
do have proficiency in nature. So, well, no, you have proficiency in nature. Not for now, but you have proficiency in nature now. So, if there's another skill that you want to try and gain proficiency in these 3 days, if you pass one but fail the other ones, that 1 point you can mark that down as a pass, and then the next time you try and train, you only have to pass another 2 times. So that 1 pass will carry over to the next time you try. So if you want to go ahead and try for those 3 days, is there another skill that you want to try and get proficiency in?
Let's try one that I don't have the greatest proficiency in.
Okay.
I will do stealth.
Okay. Yeah, Shorty
I
can
have
help you.
expertise. I have expertise in that thing. I'm really good.
The Chaos Kitsune, welcome. Thank you for your first time chat. How are you? Thank you for showing up to the
Hey,
session.
thank you.
Thank you.
I give the help action. I give you advantage on all the rolls.
So you get 3 rolls with advantage to learn stuff and get proficiency in it.
So I'm like, yeah.
Okay. So now I roll the stealths with advantage.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Roll 3 stealth with advantage.
That's an 8.
That's a fail.
I mean that's better than the second dice, which was a nat 1.
Yeah, because you have a low number in your stealth, it's going to be harder. The DC is higher. But, you know, you are rolling with advantage, so let's see how it goes.
Wrong one. I forgot to put in the advantage in there.
It's fine, go ahead.
Okay, so that'd be with advantage. Roll. That's 2 6s, so a 7.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
One more try.
yep.
You got this. You get one. That's so good.
17.
17?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pass. So you have one pass.
Nice. Get progress.
So mark down that pass. So the next time you try to, the next time you train in stealth, you will have that 1 point counted towards it. So you only have to pass 2 more times. So, all right. I think that's everybody. All right. So is there any role playing that you guys would like to do on your travels on the way there?
I'm curious what the conversation between Rosencrantz and Sten just would have been, just because the Winter Mage is definitely Kumari.
Yeah. So, yeah, sure. How would you approach Sten in order to help you?
Hello, tall, dark, and gruesome. May I make a request?
Depends.
I am short of stature and sometimes a bit of easy prey. I'd like to be learning how to be a little more intimidating, and frankly, as far as everyone in this party goes, I think you might be the most frightening man I've ever met.
Why? You use magic.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
He says, why? You use magic.
Yes, but sometimes I don't need to actually use the magic all the time. I just need people to not start shit, for lack of a better word.
Ending battle before it begins.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Every warrior knows that
And that's-
every battle is won before it even starts.
Is this an order from your leader?
I'm sorry, leader?
He's not used to a group without a
no chain of
leader.
command.
Without a lack of chain of command. So he is assuming that you guys have some sort of leader. He just doesn't know who it is.
I mean, pretty liquid in that.
There are two ways I could go with this.
Depends on the situation.
It's definitely Durin. Durin is definitely in charge. He has no idea what's going on, but he is the one in charge.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, of course he is. Yes. Coughs in background.
Okay, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna go with that. he just smiles and looks. Yes, my benevolent master Durin would love if you could teach me how I would be less frightened by others. Please, I beg you, darling.
Very well.
Please say that other people are overhearing this conversation so we can get back to Durin.
Sten, he
starts like basically that silent like half choking laughter.
Sten, he just says, "Bye," and he begins to teach you how to basically assert your presence, your nature, and use that as a way to intimidate.
Which for Rosencrantz, that is definitely straight up. You feel the aura of you're about to die.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was the most sudden like.
So,
Well, again, to be quite okay.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
all right.
Yeah, usually kind of when she hears that, it just like does that like weird like half noise laughter thing, because with her voice, basically just
The wheeze.
yeah, the wheeze.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anybody else want to have some roleplay opportunities?
Oi, Darn, how's the castle?
Yeah.
I
Darren?
think things
Oh, there you
shaping
are.
up
Okay. I thought you were quiet for a minute. Go ahead.
I think things are shaping up to be a civil war, and that is concerning to me. We don't have time for that.
No, we don't. What was this about Logan becoming regent?
He just declared himself regent
Seems a bit odd.
until such
What?
time as his daughter remarries.
Well, she could marry that other shiny boy, Alistar. He's the prince's son, or the king's half-brother.
True. Although proving that will be difficult.
Well, his
There's
sister
a
certainly knew it was true.
Healing the yard.
Aye, that'll help. He raised him. He ought to know the truth.
That is a good point. Although, knowing that we are now traveling with the half-brother of the king, that no one, well, clearly some people do, but almost no one knows. This is quite the conundrum, isn't it? Because now not only do we need to worry about Logain wanting to kill us because we know what he did, we have to worry about him wanting to kill Alistair for multiple reasons.
Well, that don't really change anything. He's a Grey Warden. He wanted him dead anyways.
Yes, I think he's going to devote more effort to someone who could potentially steal the throne from him, though.
Aye, perhaps.
There's also the problem of the Grey Warden's not having a leader now. Duncan, I think, if I remember correctly, Duncan was essentially the leader of the Grey Wardens. And now Duncan's dead. So currently, the Grey Wardens here in Ferelden don't have a leader. And the Blight's here.
Well, we can install me as leader later.
Oh, player.
After we've gathered part of an army, we can go install me as leader of the Grey Wardens. Alistair's going to be leader of Ferelden. And Shahari doesn't talk much, so she can't be a leader.
To be fair, if we actually go by game logic, Bree is the player character.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, technically, if you really wanted to get down to it, yeah.
So, player-wise, I has a name for the puppy, so yay.
No, you have trouble English.
So,
I have before I fucked your ear.
is that all you guys wanted to talk about, or is there anybody else, anything?
No, the night after,
You're
Rosencrantz's conversation with Sten, I'm going to kind of corner him. Be like, so,
Uh-oh.
I'm your master now, huh?
Oh god.
Oh, this is going to be entertaining.
Yeah, get the popcorn, guys. Get the popcorn.
I'm trying to debate how he actually wants to respond to this.
I wish
God,
I
I'm
had
so
beer
aware
and
that
popcorn.
Kunari are of a very simple mind, right?
So has been explained to me.
As far as he's concerned, the only way that I'm allowed to walk free and with my mouth open is if I have a master. I needed him to teach me something. You make a good candidate.
So I'm gonna like lean in. I do, huh?
Mm-hmm. Now may I ask what exactly your intention is now, because this is very close.
Just curious to see what you intended him to understand from a master servant, I'm assuming, relationship?
Oh, as far as he is concerned, you could kill me at any time, so.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Oh, is that what you think?
I say it with a shitty grin on my face.
Oh, this is
Now,
goodness.
wouldn't that be an amusing sight?
It would, wouldn't it? Last I checked, I've brought you back from the brink of death more often than you've brought me back, so.
Oh, I'm so sorry that I'm not physically capable of wearing the heaviest armor in all of Ferelden.
I'm sure I could find heavier.
The eyes roll palpably.
Yeah, like you basically feel it, right?
Dragon bone armor. That's had the heaviest in Ferelden.
You hear the go away, Bedroom Pigeon. Back.
Oh, that reminds me, we haven't done the harvesting and crafting for a while.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh
go
yeah.
back into
We
that.
haven't
Yeah,
really
because you
bought
weren't
a lot of things
here.
that we wanted to have
You
time
know
to
the
harvest and
Heliada's guide for the harvesting shit, so you weren't here, so I didn't know
Yeah,
how
I
to do it.
apologize for that.
No, it's all
It's
fine. It's all
fine,
fine.
it's
You were
fine.
you were doing your thing acting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope that went. No, it's fine. Hope that went well.
Oh, it did until I found out last minute that that all the lines that I rehearsed were corrupted and they got a new voice actor.
Oh, come on.
That
I mean,
fucking sucks.
they still had my character, right? And I was still playing all the parts. They just did a voice actor over my words. So
I mean, you still got paid though, right?
I was like, yeah.
it was all volunteer work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got paid with laughs and thank yous.
Oh no. Unfortunately, them's the VA breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
But-
get back to this very entertaining situation.
Yeah, because we only have a few more
Right.
minutes before we have to stop, so we have exactly 12 minutes.
Well, Master Durin, I'm sure you're very, very capable of carrying everything.
God.
I don't need to carry everything. Just the important things. And I'm gonna lean back a little bit.
You lied to me. It's lies.
Mm-hmm.
You are an interesting puzzle.
Ironically, I think that might want to be one of the nicer compliments I've received.
You pretend to care about nothing, but you're probably the most passionate being I have ever met.
Well, when you're bound to die in history as someone's villain, you've just got to make the most of it.
Still confused as to why you decided to be a villain. You're doing a terrible job at it. You're far too heroic for it.
Again, if you consume them all first, then there's no competition.
Rosencrantz, you are just ridiculous.
Why, thank you, darling.
That means it worked. My acting. Yeah, sorry.
It would be nice to be warned if I am to play the role of master.
Oh, relax. In the worst case, if the Canary ever gets questionable, just smack me on the head or something.
Like this, and I'm just going to lightly wrap his forehead with a knuckle.
Oh no, I am wounded. Whatever shall I do?
It's like we're like, it's like that we're like, fancy like fainting. Ah.
Falls to the ground.
I mean,
Well,
I'm
at
just
least you're
thinking how-
melodramatic enough to be the villain.
I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna relay this to the party. It's gonna be fun. Thanks, DM.
Exactly. Everybody remembers the villain, even if they never make it to the end.
You have to watch Gone with the Wind so you can
You're gonna make it to the end.
do me.
You're too stubborn for anything else.
Of course.
Oh, this is gonna be complicated. How will Shalika talk about this?
No.
DM, why'd you put me in a moral dilemma?
Other people. rely on
You laugh.
Anyway. So, what we're gonna do is, for the sake of time, you make it to the Lake Callanhead docks.
But would my character tell them about what I? Because this is actually kind of important now, right?
Right. Well, I mean, yes. If you, do you want to keep it to yourself? Do you want to tell your teammates?
I mean, this could be important, and well, I don't know how my character would do it though, because secrets and all. It's like just so used to keeping. Yeah.
Well, maybe you have no choice but to come clean at this point.
I mean, I'm just thinking how my character would do it is the painful thing.
Probably by signing.
Yes, smartass.
And by the way, I think you, in my opinion, there's been enough time where you could probably say like a few words or maybe even short sentences if you speak. So
Yeah. So I would have it like where maybe not like okay, just kind of just pretending that what I just learned doesn't exist. I would basically maybe like during maybe middle of our travels or whatever. I would basically just like puppy has a name now. Now basically might just like or not really. It's just like you guys maybe just hear maybe like me mumbling the names every now and then. Vashuthi.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Vashuthi. Or as in short, Vashuth.
I
Yeah,
wasn't this was the important info because I thought it
All
was
right.
going to be him because it fell on my head.
All right.
But okay, how my character would probably tell this is probably like, well, DM, do you have like a fancy way? Because like you said, I basically find it in the night or whatever.
Yeah, you wake up in the morning and you find it in your pocket. So it must have been slipped in your pocket in the middle of the night.
Okay, so would I have it where my character wakes up earlier than everyone else, or?
Actually, this is what I do have to do a thing. Okay, one of you, I'm going to have one of you standing watch on the night that this happens. So I need one of you to roll a perception check.
Scree doesn't. Yeah.
Scree doesn't sleep. He's always awake.
Okay, so Scree, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Typically,
Good thing we got his perception. Good thing we just got his perception up.
Evan doesn't sleep either.
So both of you, I guess.
Yeah, so I guess both of you could roll a perception check. Scree,
got
you
an
don't
11.
notice.
Oh damn.
So yeah, Thevin, you roll a perception check as well.
Would they notice basically me in the morning looking at a thing that
Well,
I
hang on a
probably
minute.
haven't had?
Hang on a minute.
Oh, okay, sorry, Dan.
Yeet.
What'd you roll?
13.
13? Yeah, you wouldn't notice either. So you wouldn't have noticed this person slipping the slipping the note into Julia Kai's pocket in the middle of the
What's
night.
the Hobbit's has in its pockets is?
All right, so yeah, you wake up in the morning and you find it in your pocket.
I mean, I think I'm kind of comfortable now, like just like basically kind of like that, like you know, like that, like the, just like yeah, I do stuff for work. Type like things where it's like everyone kind of knows, but it's like no one's gonna say anything. But obviously,
Well, they
kind of
know
surprised
that
this
you have a shady
Or-
job. They don't know exactly what your shady job is.
Yeah, but they have an idea.
Yep.
So yeah, so I'm basically at the moment my character kind of wakes up and then kind of like, okay, my clothes kind of feel the weight distribution's wrong. What the frick? Ah, the fucking note. Oh, great. Ah, so I mean, I'm not really hiding me taking out the note and stuff because I'm like just whatever. So if you guys are interested in that, maybe my reaction probably it's more just like a very annoyed and just
Devin might raise an eyebrow.
What?
they'll kind of like sign like someone thinks I killed somebody, which I didn't, and they're throwing a fit.
You know I don't speak that.
Kind of like
She's being
you-
accused.
someone slipped a note. Where we're going, there's an ambush set up for me.
So, who thinks that you killed someone?
She kind of like almost like a slight like you know like that weird like cringe on the face, just like that.
This
This
is
is
a
like-
different ambush than the one we already know about at the inn.
Like she'll like give you like a nod at that. She like the
But you would
shady
know that it's
business-
specifically targeted towards you, though.
So more people specifically want you dead.
it's like not particularly my people. It's she kind of like it's complicated. Still all signing this while she's kind of just like do
My
something
point
else. Like,
is,
They start
well,
fireballing
nothing really
everybody.
changed then.
she's like my shady business is is complicated, but also she almost like just it's almost as she's trying to hide something. And she's like, "This is freaking annoying."
Just say it. You kill people for a living.
she's like, yeah, I'm basically about to do that kind of. Yeah, it's like my character kind of just like huffs and just annoyance, like basically kind of like I'm an Antivan Crow, and one of the houses thinks I killed my betrothed, even though I had nothing to do with it.
Oh yeah,
I
you've been
suddenly
doing this the
realized
whole time.
that someone can kill someone they've never met.
Yeah, I basically just kind of like I basically like
When
basically
did
that
the murder occur?
it's like even though I had nothing to do with it, they believe I did it.
When
It's,
did this supposed murder occur?
they didn't tell me, or my where I got the information. She didn't tell me.
So,
But
Someone
she's
who you
also
never
been
met.
with you guys the entire time.
Except for all
Yeah.
those times that she goes off on her own to do her business.
so someone none of us have ever met is claiming that you killed someone none of us have ever met.
She kind of like, yep, and I was
But
with you
you-
guys during this entire thing.
For
When I
months.
learned about my house and that house joining, I was like,
And when
okay.
did you learn
And-
about that?
okay. Then she kind of like tilts her head, thinking back, like, okay, you're asking about the when I learned about my house betrothed thingy.
Yeah.
I kind of think back and like, When was it? I think it was like at the.
It was up in the
Okay, this
mountain.
is
You
about-
guys were still up in the mountains when you found out
Yeah.
about that.
So it's. What's that place's name?
I forget because it was a made-up place. It's not actually in the game.
I thought it was Haven
Was it-
on the
That
map.
when we were with Andorol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Like,
wasn't.
yeah, obviously, like,
It wasn't Haven.
obviously kind of.
Does
No, I
this
think it was like just like Frost something. Frost something. Let me look.
Frostos or something
I
like that. Yeah.
Frost-
I haven't written down summer because I started doing notes, and then I kind of just like
It doesn't really matter. It was back in that town.
Southreach, I think, or no,
So-
Frozen Das.
Frozen dust. Thank you.
Yeah, like
Oh.
I'll basically say like Frozen Das.
And where does this person live?
So kinda
Antiva.
From my knowledge, Antiva.
So they think that you managed to go from Frozendas all the way to Antiva to kill him and back. No, someone's using you as a scapegoat.
Specifically, if you
pretty
remember, Shorty, they think that you might have had somebody from within your own family, like sent a message, and had them go do it.
Yeah.
And by giving, and in a way, giving you plausible deniability, being all the way in Frozen Dust. But they think
Yeah,
that you
I-
had something to do with, not that you did it yourself, that you orchestrated.
Like when he says, like, I basically say, like, they think that
hang
I
on,
basically
somebody's knocking on my door. I'll be right back.
orchestrated. They basically think that I orchestrated the guy's death.
I still fully believe that they have done this on purpose to create a war between your two families.
She was like, most likely.
Right. Well, fireballing strangers then.
Just basically beware.
How are we to
We don't-
identify them?
I presume they'll try and kill us.
I'll try to let you know. It's not a good thing that I told you what I am, though. I probably could have done it better. It's just so freaking annoying. It's just she just kind of like just
Sorry.
ugh.
Like,
yeah, you're
Apostate mage. Apostate mage. Amnesiac Templar.
what type
You're in
of
good
people
company.
are we anticipating coming after you?
she kind of looks like
Go for a
she's like
assassin.
and she kind of
Yeah,
like tilts her
are
head
they-
and like almost
are-
like she tilts her head kind of at you like almost like people like me. My skill sets.
I think he's asking about the race, darling.
I know
Next.
nothing of Antiva other than the little bit you two have told me.
She'll kind of like look at you. He'll kind of like when you said that, kind of like tilt her head almost if like you're asking if water's wet. It's like our families are mixed race.
Okay, that answers my question.
Flowered it, but
Well,
Just
let's go spring the trap.
And-
she almost like also be careful if like any elf tries to seduce you.
Why?
Because my kind kind of we use elves to she kind of like does like distract people in the weird way.
I just want to
I
say,
look like I like elves.
Makes the sign language sign for intercourse.
I kind of do it like almost distastefully, and then like after I'm doing it, kind of wipe like my hand on my like clothes.
Just
Oh.
gross.
Yeah.
Distracting people with sex.
Oh my god, what did I walk back into?
The destruction of your stream.
Okay.
yes, they use the pretty people, and then they stab you.
She just like she kind of goes, yeah.
Because apparently they're the only ones who know to use this tactic.
Like, not only it's just
Alright.
it's
I'm
elves have
smiling at
better
Marie to say this.
like over like elves. She comes like humans think elves look pretty or nice or something, and we use that to advantage.
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Yeah.
Some of them are, and some of them aren't.
I feel. I
mean,
feel
some-
like I feel like the moment that Julie Kai would say that, almost everyone just looks at Devin.
I mean, no,
The
she.
only elf in the group.
No, I'm still giving Durin the shit-eating grin.
I don't think he was here for that, actually. Yeah, so when we were in Ostagar, Durin, I mean, player Eerie knew what was going on, but Durin did not know that he was distracting a half-elf from his wares while Shahari was pillaging his
It was
cart.
Julia Kai.
Or Julia, sorry.
Yeah, so you might get like that idea a little bit
No.
now.
So Durin is currently giving Julia Kai a shit-eating grin, realizing that he has been used for this exact same purpose.
Very
She's
true.
like-
Very true.
It's like she kind of like noticed, and it's just like taking advantage when I can. You're busy, and Rosencrantz like the staff.
So,
But what you just said is you used me because I'm pretty to get what you want.
yeah,
It's like
pretty much. Pretty much.
she's kind of gives you like a. She kind of gives you like yeah.
All
It's like,
right.
it wasn't on purpose. She always
So-
like kind of looks like it wasn't on purpose.
We are 4 minutes past our
I took
time.
advantage of the situation.
So, real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that you guys do make it to the Lake Calenhad docks.
With the knowledge that I'm basically someone's planning an ambush for me because they think that I basically orchestrated my betrothed.
Yeah.
If we play it right, we can get our two ambushes to ambush each other instead.
That is a
That's true.
possibility. That is a possibility.
Yeah,
All right. So,
he's like, it's like funny. He's like,
then
yeah,
you
my
get-
family. I bet that was like Durham was so confused when I said like family because he's like that's just he asked about like the races.
Well, yeah, because Durin doesn't know how any of your shit works. So when he hears family, he goes, okay, I know that you're not typical in your group. Your family seems to have been adopted. What am I expecting to show up?
And then basically like everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Be careful when the elves try to seduce you
Yeah,
though because they're pretty.
Dragon wants to end the stream, so sorry.
Sorry.
so when you guys get to Lake Calenhad docks, you see that it's a very small town. It's like a little town, little village lit. I don't know, something smaller than a village. I'm not sure what it would be called. But you get there and you see just these small buildings, and you see the tavern that you were talking about, what you were told about, right here at number 3. That's where the tavern is that you're going to see, and that's where the possible ambush awaits. So with
Okay.
that, we will go ahead and end the session today. Yeah.
A homicide. Let's commit a homicide.
It's like I'm over like in my head. I'm like, the cat's out of the bag. Everyone knows about me now.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys' reactions were
I
pretty
mean,
chill
you're
about
just
it,
an
so-
assassin who kills people for money, that's all.
Yeah, that's it. Like nothing.
Is there a
nothing, like,
different kind of
Right.
assassin?
Under the don't ask, don't tell.
Yes,
Or like a
there.
Hey,
is a different
there's
type of
people
assassin.
that do character assassinations. Not physical
It's
assassinations, but character assassinations.
They're still killing someone for money,
They
just
may just
metaphorically.
or another.
Anyways, we got another game to go to.
Not like we're friendly with the law.
Yeah,
either.
I'm just going ahead and doing my raid, and I will be following shortly. But make sure you say
Yes.
goodbye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Toodles.
Toodles.
stand.
Huzzah! Toast for breakfast.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. None of my D&D people are streaming right now. Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah.
Time to raid.
I'm about to go raid them, guys. Let's see how much money we get.
Little.
Oh my god.
Oh my
There's
gosh, I just
only
started
one
trying
person, one
but-
D&D streamer on right now. Okay.
But do you like the name of the puppy?
Yes.
Yes, Fashuthi.
Actually, maybe I should raid a
Fashuthi.
new.
And then like
New
if you
D&D
want
streamer.
like a name for like just a quick instead of just Fashuthi, there's like another thing that's
Being
Fashuth.
dominated from start to finish.
Fashuthi.
We gotta bring
Fashuthi.
in.
Fashuthi.
She's a
That's what we're
holic,
trying to
feeling
get.
good. I mean, we saw the moves. He
Fashuthi.
still got him. We
Thank you,
also saw
puppy.
the forehead where you were locked
Yeah.
into the screen.
Yeah.
We saw you fighting. Come on, like, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, it's Kunlot. I gotta figure out what it means. Apparently, just basically just a fancy way of saying, there's big gray wolves or dogs in like Kunari areas. I'm basically just calling my puppy like a. I basically call my puppy one of that, but in a very playful way. I'm basically calling the puppy a big scary like gray wolf.
All right, we got somebody to raid. I decided to raid somebody new this time. So here we go. Gonna go ahead and raid these wonderful people.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes. Well, I must take my leave and go to the other freaks.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. We're
Yes.
raiding out now as we speak. See you guys in the next stream next Tuesday or this Friday, depending if you want to see that campaign. All right, see you guys then.
Bye.
Racers, the same way that you see Shiv's racer blowing across